What up, y'all? Let's have some fun, shall we? I'd like to. Just getting some stuff moved around in here. Bang. Holy hell, that's loud. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Playback. We've got some basketball to watch, and that basketball is going to be the Detroit Pistons and the Orlando Magic. Greg Ehrenberg going to be joining me imminently. But for now, just me. What's up, everybody? Good to be here. EMAC in the house. Good to see you. Or good to see your face. Well, it's not your face. Good to see your avatar. That's the word I'm looking for. What's up, everybody? 300 people in the door already. Watch that number climb. 340, 350, 360, 5, 6, 8, 1,200, 1,500, 900. It's moving a lot in different directions. I'm not entirely sure how many people are here, but they're here. Are you guys, can you see that? Do I just see that? We've had countless people here, apparently. Greg Ehrenberg in the house. What up, sir?
I can't hear you, Josh. I don't know if you could hear me.
I can hear you. I assume chat can hear me because they haven't told me they can't, and I've been talking for a while. Yeah, okay. We hear, everybody hears everything except for you. Get it together. How the fuck? Did I do that or did you do that? Greg.
I'm trying to press all the buttons.
Well, don't press that one. Have you tried listening to the show? I'm not sure.
Guitar Z, man. Where's the porn intro music?
I'm ready for this game. Very ready for this game. Orlando needs to get their shiz together, and I think it's going to happen while we're watching this right now. That is my hope, at least. That is my hope. Sean Jeezy, absolutely doing playback. Where else would we be, brother? Right here, watching games, breaking it down. Either be at playback.tv/stokastic, or this is also simulcasting right now to YouTube for both the Stokastic channel and the Odd Shopper channel. So you can find us everywhere right now. Everywhere. I'm rocking Blazers, man. I'm not going to be here while they play, but I'm rocking old school Blazers. Ooh, it is backwards, though. I should flip that. Whoop. Much better.
It's not muted.
Oh, a lot of YouTube people in here. Don't end the stream again, please. So the Odd Shopper stream will definitely end. The stream on playback will always stay here. We could talk about there's not going to be any incentive, I don't think, to leaving it on YouTube once Greg and I bail, but I do believe Eric Lindquist is going live tonight. Apologies for not talking, everybody. National anthem. I don't know if you know that on YouTube, so I'm just saying that out loud. It's the national anthem. And there's a decent chance she might screw up.
I'm going to try for my other computer.
Damn it, Greg. This guy's killing me. I feel like she works in like the ticket office or something. And she just told him she could do it. She got through it. She got through it. Let's get some basketball going now, folks. Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr., Desmond Bain, Jalen Suggs. That starting five should be really damn good. And when the good dudes have been on the floor, they've been positive. It's been working, but everything else isn't working. And these guys can't buy a bucket right now. Dead last in 3-point percentage. Greg, your microphone's upside down. Maybe that's the issue.
Can you hear me? I can hear you now.
You sound awful. I don't know what you're connected to, but it's not it.
Yeah, so I'm not connected to a microphone.
Oh.
I'm just connected to.
Oh,
I got a new
you're good.
microphone today, and I think it's
You're fine
fucking
now.
up some of this stuff.
You're fine now. It like was weird when you first started talking. Now you just sound like you're talking on like a computer mic. It's totally clear. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I could not figure out how to hear you. I don't know if you were able to hear me before,
Yeah,
but I could not.
We heard everything you would say.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't say anything incriminating that could have been used against me in court as evidence or anything like that. But yeah, I was not able to hear anything you were saying.
Well, we're all fixed now, so nothing to worry about.
All right. What did you land on for some of your exposures today?
Nothing.
Okay.
For Katie's heading out of town tomorrow till Sunday, so I'm going to be a no good degenerate Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just watching sports and playing DFS and betting on everything. So I'm not playing tonight because I don't want to have to pay attention to it for the next hour and a half after this too.
You're trying to be a good husband.
I am. But tomorrow, all bets are off.
I'm having all kinds of sound issues right now. Whatever.
Not good for you, brother.
Yeah, I cannot figure this out for the life of me.
So can you hear us? Do we sound like shit? What's going on your end?
So I don't know if this is Josh sounds you sound really echoey to me also, which I can't figure out if that's on my issue or if that's on your end. But you sound really echoey to me now.
Guys, do I sound okay? Yeah, it's you, brother. Just
all right.
Greg Errorberg more than anything here.
Yeah. This is this is a poor technical showing by me. My microphone did break during the NFL strategy show earlier today, which there's nothing I can do if it breaks. And just totally, it turned into a piece of plastic. I thought it was the USB broke, so I took it to Best Buy and got a separate plug-in and realized that like there was just nothing you do to plug it in. So I just had to get a new microphone, and obviously, but still giving me some sorts of issues.
Okay. I think Cade's going to drop 40 tonight. I don't know why I have that feeling right now. I'm going to bet it. I just feel like he's going to make everything he shoots. Why aren't we watching the Rockets game until this one starts? That's a completely fair question. Here.
That's a good suggestion.
I'll be honest. The answer was just simply because it didn't cross my mind.
Yeah. It is. So in fairness to Josh, I'm sure a lot of you guys think the same way as well. I will often not acknowledge games that aren't on the DFS slate I'm playing is even happening. Like there's baseball games all the time. My brother will be like, "Oh, do you see this team playing this team?" But it'll be one of those games that starts at like 6:40 Eastern time, and I won't know it even happened.
I can't add the Houston game apparently. Sorry.
Let me try.
Yeah, you've been having such great luck throughout all of this. I'm sure you'll be able to click on it.
Don't worry, guys. I got this one. Yeah, it looks like it's just not there.
Yeah. So, all right, let me bet on Cade quick. Alt points. 39 plus 900. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like he's about to drop a bomb. Ah, damn, it's already down to plus 850. Snooze, you lose, apparently. That's what I get for talking about it on a stream. With millions and millions of people potentially watching.
Do you think Westbrook starts tonight?
So I talked about it on the strategy show this morning, where it kind of, in my mind, I was like, they can't think this is a good idea. They did it yesterday because it was OKC and you could just manage rotations and whatever. But that it's going to be Keon Ellis today because, like, it just makes so much more sense from any sort of roster construction way. But Keon Ellis, I don't know, like he could, doesn't have to play either. So I kind of feel like he is going to start, but I'm at least more dubious about it than it seems the industry is.
Yeah, Eric and I talked about this on Live Before Lock as well. For lineup construction, it was easier to start assuming he's in, and then if the starting lineup comes out, you just swap and get him out of lineups. The Pacers game is after that. There's still a lot of value available. It would be a lot more difficult, in my opinion, if you went in assuming he was not starting and then having to make that adjustment to get him into lineup. So I thought it was easier to start with him in, but I do not think he's going to start just because it makes so little sense. And then also, if you looked at the matchup was difficult yesterday. Obviously, they're on the road against OKC. The starting lineup was a train wreck. The bench played well yesterday, but that starting lineup, predictably, it was terrible playing together. Westbrook was a game worse, minus 16, the plus minus. And other than, I think, DeRozan, who played some with the bench unit and did well in that, like, the entire starting lineup was like minus 14, minus 15, something like that.
They're like minus 38 per 100 possessions or something like that as their main group of four: LaVine, DeRozan, Sabonis, Schroeder. And like Westbrook's certainly not like the cure for what ails that group of four people. So this is all things we already know. Like, this is not, no one's surprised.
Stape says it's weird when I don't move when I talk. Should I be like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have very much exposure to the first couple games on the slate, so I'll just be rooting for there to not be some like SAR outlier game where some player who is like low owned puts up like 70 fantasy points or something like that.
I bet Cade's under assists earlier today, so now I feel a lot better about betting his crazy points alt. It was nice to see Tobias Harris miss that wide open three there. Let those be potential assists. I don't need them shits. They don't count.
By the way, if you guys are watching from Discord and you have any questions for us over the course of the show, hit us up. Definitely on the lookout for any Discord questions. Coley Poston left us a power chat. He says, just noticed the Sims gave him a shitload of Josh Minot. What did I miss? Am I farked? He says there. So I know I didn't like Josh Minot as much as our data liked him. He was somebody who showed up a bunch. I kind of question what his playing time and role is going to be. It is a little bit hard to know his minutes just because so much he played. Last game was a blowout and he played like the entire fourth quarter. So I tend to think he goes back to playing like low 20s minutes or something like that. And he's not the best fantasy producer in the world. So it's not like the end of the world if he's in lineups, but I didn't want him taking up an early lineup spot either.
Yeah, I think that part is the most important part there. I liked him as a pivot off of some of the heavier like value chalk that's out there. You build that lineup and you swap Minot in for whatever low dude you want to choose. So like, if he was, what did we have him projected for? Like 7% ownership, something like that? 5, 6, 7, something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines.
I like the idea of getting like 15 of him. Where it's like, it's really not that impactful, but you have that chunk of a guy that's changing up the lineup in a way where you're leaving out some of that other heavy chalk.
12% is what he was projected for ownership.
Okay, that's a little bit higher then.
Let's see what he actually came in at. Hey, well, Joey Kartarski in chat said he just got a block, a rebound, and then a bucket all in one play. All right.
There we go. Can I just... That's
He
fun.
came in... By the way, he is the highest scorer on the slate. He has 8 fantasy points in 2 minutes. He did come in pretty popular, though. He's 14% owned.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, everything I just said is like way less interesting at that number. That all sounds like proper ownership.
Maybe we go to that game. Everybody could watch Josh Minot because I think a lot of Stochastic users are probably invested in. Oh no, never mind. It's the ESPN game.
Yeah, I immediately tried to put it on and realized that I couldn't. Oh wait, that wasn't. What am I doing?
I'm confused by that. Are you paying attention to the number at the top?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I have two guesses. One, it doesn't. It's just it's just broken. Or two, a lot of people are hitting the YouTube stream thinking this is something other than it is, and they come in immediately and they're gone immediately.
Could possibly be the case, but yeah, those.
Dude, it was getting to like 4,000 and 5,000 at the jump. Oh, there it is right there. It's at 6, 7. Maybe because I'm talking about it. Went up to 8, I saw. I'm so unlikable that 8,000 people left immediately.
Yeah, I don't know if people in the YouTube chat could see. By the way, how disappointing must it be for people who go into YouTube thinking they're about to like, oh my god, I found a way to watch the game for free, and just our gigantic faces and nothing else on screen.
Yeah, handsome men. Ish. Uh-oh. Somebody took a shot. Oh, it's going to be Goga season. Wendell Carter Jr. not going to be able to make a third. I thought they were showing the replay. I wanted to see if he took that in the cookies or just the stomach.
Do you have any leans for the late game injuries, Zion Williamson?
Cam Johnson will play. That was my lean.
Okay.
That was going to be my answer. It came in too quickly. I just always assume Zion's not going to play.
If there is anybody who the Pelicans would want to be cautious with, it would be him.
Is that true though? They can get out of this business pretty soon. Just run him into the ground. Who cares?
He's missed so many games that I tend to think that's just their MO with him.
Now, I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I just feel bad for them. I feel bad for him too, in a very tiny way. I mean, a lot of this is self-inflicted.
Yeah. I mean, this year, maybe like he appears to be in fantastic shape this year. He just still hasn't been able to stay healthy.
Yeah, like I don't want to give him too much credit for that because, like, congrats, you did your job. Like, how many pats on the back do you need for being able to do that? It's not like you're in the coal mines all day and didn't have time to train. So, I get it. New Orleans food's scrumptious, man. It gets me when I'm there. I eat a lot. You know.
We should be getting the Kings starting lineup fairly soon. Game starts in 42 minutes.
I don't think Zion's afraid of Jokic. Zion
Also,
would be more afraid of like an Embiid type.
This isn't like an MMA fight or a boxing fight where like there's reason to be afraid of your opponents in basketball.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody's afraid of like offensive players. Like Zion doesn't look at Jokic when he has the ball like, uh-oh. Jokic is at the rim.
The closest thing is you watch Spurs games this year. Wemby's on the court. Guys dribble into the lane. They're like, "Oh, pull the ball back out."
Pass. Yeah. I will opt out of this idea. Yeah, the people just give. You can see it. They just like they're so used to getting what they did, and then they realize that there's just like a mountain in front of them when they get there. It's like, man, what happened here? They remodeled the paint.
Let's see if there's any bets showing up from Portfolio EV for later tonight. What do we got right now? Bunch of under showing up for Pelicans, guys. I don't really feel super comfortable with that until we get an update on Zion. I don't mind this one. I'll bet this right now. Austin Reeves under 7.5 assists for tonight's game. Best available line is -109 on DraftKings. I'll bet that right now.
Now, everybody from the 313, do something with your hands. Oh, teal Pistons jersey. Good work, kid.
All right. I bet Austin Reeves. I put it out on tails too.
I would so much rather have a pizza than what they're handing out. It's so weird. I'd be so pumped if they were just like running around handing out Little Caesars pizzas if I were in the stands. I don't want what I assume is a t-shirt.
Yeah, I would not be excited to have Little Caesars pizza. First off, it's dog shit pizza, and it would make me sick on top of it too.
It's still pizza. If I'm at that game, I definitely want the pizza more than the beer. It's not even close. Or more than the t-shirt. It's not even close.
There's just so many better places to get pizza.
Well, yeah, but they're not bringing me, delivery from Naples. I'll take what I can get. When it's pizza, I'll take it everywhere and anywhere. It's never bad. No such thing as bad.
You also live in North Carolina, where there isn't great pizza in general.
No, there's not. It's mostly not good, but replacement level is just, it's a different thing when it comes to pizza. Unless there's something growing on it that's not supposed to be there, bread, sauce, cheese, that just works permanently.
Yeah, it is pretty hard to entirely mess up pizza.
Yeah, there's not a ton of good pizza down here.
All right, let's look up some of the highest scores on the slate so far as we await the Sacramento Kings dumb starting lineup. That's the one thing we do know for sure. We don't know who the players are going to be that start for them, but we know it's not going to be a good starting lineup. Paulo Banchero is now up to 11.25 fantasy points. He is the high scorer on the slate and the only player in double-digit fantasy points so far. We've also got 8.5 fantasy points out of Donovan Mitchell, 8.5 fantasy points out of Asar Thompson as well. Josh Minot still at that same 7.75 mark from earlier. And not too much else of interest as far as fantasy point totals go in the early going.
Paolo needed to make a decision significantly faster than he just did there. They had numbers and he ruined it.
Early takeaways for you from the NBA season, and I know you did your NBA previews that you wrote up, and all those went up on Tails before the season started. It's only been a few games, but are there any teams that you would change your outlook on just based on the first week of the season? Because I do have a couple.
Let me think about that. Let me pull up the list of teams just so I have everything in front of me. I mean, I am not optimistic about Jamal Mosley as the coach of the Orlando Magic. I'm not out on the players. I mean, the bad teams have been bad, and that has not been surprising at all. All that makes sense. Like the Bulls being 3-0, I don't suddenly think they're good. Like that is an aberration. Philly being 4-0, I don't think they're good. That's an aberration. VJ Edgecombe, fun to watch play. I might have been too light on the Spurs because Wemby is just a god on the floor, which I did mention. Like there is a chance that these guys are just infinitely better because he is unworldly, and that might be the case right now. That's probably the Spurs, and I don't regret it at all. He's just incredible on a level that is hard to talk about.
Yeah, so that's the biggest one that I've changed my outlook on. Like I thought the Spurs were going to be, a play-in team. I think they're a playoff team now, and it's a couple of things. It's only a few games. Dylan Harper looks good already, though. He looks like a solid piece. They don't even have, as much as I don't think Fox is an ideal fit with the other players they have, he's going to make the team better when he's out there on the court. I think this is a for sure playoff team now this year, assuming Wemby stays healthy, because he looks like the absolute real deal. Whatever you thought the best case scenario was for him this season, he looks like that guy right now.
He's incredible. He's so good. I can't wait to see what they're going to be. They have a ton of assets. They've got movable salaries. If they want to pull the plug on the Fox thing immediately, they can. I mean, not like immediately, like contract rules don't let it happen, but like I think they could do that if that's the way they needed to go, to swap that out for somebody else. They're in a great spot. He's awesome.
And the other thing too is, so here's to me what was most important about Fox being in San Antonio. It's how he got there. He forced his way to be there to play with Wemby, and that's kind of an indication where it's like, hey, I know it's San Antonio. This isn't playing in Los Angeles with the Lakers or anything like that. But there are still players who matter in the league who are like, I want to go play with that guy. And that to me was a pretty significant part of Fox landing there.
Absolutely. The question, I mean, the problem really, and it's not a problem. They're happy that it happened, but like, they just didn't know they were going to get Dylan Harper, and that is a happy accident for them. Helps. I mean, that's why they put themselves in the position to be able to acquire those sorts of assets and continue to do it now. How these guys all fit together will be an interesting thing to see. Like, I hope Stephon Castle can learn how to shoot, because he doesn't know how to do that right now.
There's other things he does well. Shooting has not been one of them at this point in his career.
Defensively, he's awesome.
By the way, he left us a question from Discord. He wants to know, is Jokic a top priority for me on FanDuel as well as DraftKings? Yeah, I thought that Jokic looked really good everywhere as a stand-up option. We were doing, who was it? Mr. Cool Cam asked us who our favorite players were at each position. I for FanDuel, and I had Jokic at center.
I don't think Cade's dropping 40 tonight.
What's he at right now?
Not 40.
0. That is indeed less than 40.
Sure is.
Let's see. Did we get anything on Sacramento? Not yet. Should be soon.
I hope it's Keon Ellis, but I just don't trust the Kings to like ever do anything correct,
I mean, their whole roster is is built around not doing anything correct.
They don't make smart decisions ever. Why would I expect them to do it today?
Oh my God. So listen to this, Josh. Sam Hauser came off the bench for the Celtics. He has 12 points on 4-4 shooting from 3 in 2 minutes.
I mean, that's what he does. When it happens, it happens. I mean, I assume he's unowned.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Is he the highest scoring player on the slate now? He is. Yeah, Sam Hauser is 1% owned at $4,400 and has the most fantasy points on the slate in 2 minutes.
Why didn't you give that one out on any shows today, Greg?
You got to save some for yourself. I tried to help the people. I tweeted at Donovan Mitchell to ask him if he was playing today, and found out he was.
Well, that should be good. How do you not make that shot?
CRV says Greg is 85% of Sam Hauser. I could go and look.
Did he text you before the game and say he was going to go 4 of 4 from 3 to start the game?
Yeah. Yeah, I bet him. I have him in 80% of DFS lineups, and I also bet him for over 3.5 threes in the first quarter.
Is there anything that the Kings could do that's dumber than Westbrook? Like, could they somehow make this even funnier?
Oh yeah. Of course they could. They could trade draft picks for another non-shooting wing at the deadline.
I meant as a fifth starter, like Saric. Those types. Like somebody, the 12th dude. They probably have like a Jones or something at the end of their bench. They usually do. Keon Ellis available to play.
That has to mean the starting lineup's coming out next.
I would posit that as well.
My preference is for Westbrook to not start just because the field isn't going to react to it. There's been a odd lack of late swapping. Like Russell Westbrook, this is a better spot for him tonight than it was yesterday. He was 11% owned last night, and he's projected for 50% ownership today. That makes zero sense.
Yeah. And for the record, like still a good play off the bench, just nowhere near the ownership that he's at right now.
Dan06712, we're in the Stokastic Discord. Can I ask questions? The easiest, go to the NBA channel. There's the one that is, I'm pretty sure it's just called NBA DFS. Yeah, NBA/DFS, and just tag me, and then I'll get a notification for it, and then I bring those up on shows. So just at Ehrenberg Greg, and I just have my Discord notifications pulled up while I'm on shows, and then as new ones come in, they just get sent to me.
Zion is no news.
Yeah, a game time decision. Thanks. We've learned nothing.
Yeah, thanks for telling me absolutely nothing. Wish they wouldn't tweet it. It's just blue balls. I think I'm getting some real information. Turns out it's nothing at all. S&P with the big Tony Bradley stand today.
I've got some Tony Bradley.
Chris Murray out. Matisse Thybulle available to play. Don't think that's going to be impacting too many people's decisions right now. Drizzo, it just basically means they're just going to tell us later, like, when they're required to, basically.
So here's what goes into a game time decision. It's players are going to stretch, warm up, and like get out on the court, usually take some layups, take some shots, talk with the trainers, and see how they feel physically. So the idea is that they don't feel 100% healthy early in the day, and it's like let's warm up and see if I feel good after warming up, good enough to play in a game.
Pizza.
Einstein wants to know, is Sabonis a good GPP play for tonight? Did I end up with any of Sabonis? Not in a way that matters. I have 3% of him. He does, if Westbrook comes off the bench, that makes Sabonis look a little bit better, though. But not enough to where there's other pay-up guys I'm prioritizing over him. Not an outright. I only have 3%, like I said. Not an outright fade, but if you were playing 5 lineups, Sabonis would be none of them.
Certainly not a guy I would be mad to see in a lineup. There's got to be something better than the halftime shows. Like, it's just not good.
It is very, very poor entertainment.
I don't want it.
Westbrook is starting.
Really?
Westbrook, Schroeder, Levine, DeRozan, Sabonis.
There it is.
All right.
Still hasn't popped up on anything of mine yet, but I'll trust you.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're... it's from top down. Every single person just makes a bad decision, and everybody below them actually thinks it's good. Like, I'm not surprised. based on who the coach is, how the coach ended up being the coach. They have no
Yeah,
idea how
I mean,
to put together a team.
I'm gonna run an update now because why not? But he was already in a bunch of lineups for me. I mean, it's a dumb starting. Here's where DFS is separate from real life basketball and betting as well.
Yeah.
I think this is an incredibly dumb starting lineup for the Sacramento Kings. I have no interest in it from a real life perspective. I think it's completely unwatchable. I think the team is going to suck, and I will have more exposure to Russell Westbrook than any other player on the slate because of what his price point is. It's just the way things go.
Yep. That's just life, man. That's the life of DFS. It transcends logic and reason. That's why you can have some $6,900 MMA fighter and hope he just knocks some 9K dude out.
Todd Coons, I see him asking how does he change his lineups after lock? So what you do is go to the lineups page on DraftKings. So you press where it says lineups and then edit entries. And then you're going to see on the left side of the screen something that says download. You press that button and then you are going to upload that into the late swap tool. And this seems like a lot, but it's very simple when you actually go through the process. You just follow those steps, and then it'll just do everything for you. Then at the end, you download the lineups, and then you upload them where it says upload on that same page you're already on DraftKings. All right, I'm starting to run some late swaps. I'll let you guys know if anything changes. I doubt it in a significant way. It's just going to be, like a little bit more fine-tuned exposures for myself with the live ownership.
Anxious to see how it changes. You think anything's going to move around? Anything crazy?
I don't. Just because nothing's changed with the slate post lock, and I don't think anything's been crazy with ownership either.
Yeah, it seems pretty smooth so far. We haven't gotten anything that's Cam Johnson ended up in. Everybody else that we kind of expected to be in or out was in or out. Chris Murray doesn't matter. Shoot the ball.
It's the main contest called. That's the zone special tonight, I think. Let me double check.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing. That sounds like something you buy at Little Caesars.
Yeah. It's on their dollar menu.
Yeah. Oh, man. The Pizzone was good. Obviously, different company, but same statement. I really am a glutton for all fast food pizza products. Hi, buddy. Did you just walk in here on your own? Cool. Lay down, dude.
Sam Hauser hit another 3. $15 points on 5 threes for Sam Hauser in the first quarter.
Making it rain. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned his name today, and I did a decent amount of talking.
Which is totally reasonable to have not mentioned him.
I don't know what was just caught in my throat. If it was
as chat would say, pause.
Piece of food that I just ate or something. Oh my god. I felt like I was going to choke to death.
Nothing changed with my late swap.
Just holding steady.
It was like a couple of guys moved around a couple percentage points. That's it.
Okay.
I mean, whatever. I'll upload it, but it's not anything.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, it was 30 out of my 150 lineups changed, and it was nobody moved more than a couple percentage points.
That'll do it. Oh,
Joe asked about the blowout risk for Nikola Jokic tonight. So we do have Denver favored by 12 points. Let's say Zion's out, maybe that gets to like 13 and a half or something like that. I'm not going to tell you it's a non-risk, but it's not anything that I was like, hey, I have to get him out of my lineups because of potential blowout risk. What do we have? Power chat from JB Hughes. Who
What
do
do we
you guys
got?
like more at center, Nurkic or Bradley? I think I'm more
Bradley.
Bradley. Let me double
I
check.
like Bradley more.
Yeah, that is. I've got exposure to both of them. I prefer Bradley though.
S&P said ownership is not updated in the late swap tool yet. Just FYI.
Let's see. It should be. Oh, that's, you know what? It just updated now. It's updated now. That's my bad. I almost accidentally did a dick move where I was like, no, it's updated, but it was because it actually had updated like 5
I'll be right
seconds
back.
ago.
I gotta get this dog out of here. He's already back up, and he's just gonna piss me off for the next 15 minutes.
All good. Yeah, so I'm gonna run one more late swap with the more updated ownership, but S&P, it is now updated for the 7:30 game. So I'll run this through again.
Okay. He just heard more shit going on outside of the room. Had no interest in laying down, unfortunately.
That was the cool place to be, was outside?
Apparently. Not in here with me was apparently the right answer to him. Cam Thomas with an assist? I didn't know he was allowed to get those. Must be a holiday or something.
He has occasionally decided to pass the rock this season. Not all that often, but on occasion.
Oh, boop, boop, boop. Studio, media, ad, Hawksnets, add to stream. Bang. We got basketball. Yeah, Porzingis just does not look right in that red jersey, man.
It'll seem normal in a couple of years because then he will have played on just about every team in the league and would have seen him in every single jersey color.
Nah, it looks weird on him. It's not the right color for him. I just heard the dog bounce off my door. He's trying his best. See how that goes. $10-0 Nets to start this one, by the way. Just as we all expected. I bet the Nets. So, good start for me. No, this is not a good start for the Hawks. I agree, commentary team. That's a hell of a pass. I don't know if you just saw that. We should clip that.
I missed it. I was looking down.
It was sick. It was real sick. Ben Seraph threw a lefty pass from like the right side of our screen right now and put it on Cam Thomas in the opposite corner for a three. He ended up getting fouled. Yeah, Emacs said that's a highlight pass. That's kind of what it was. That's a great shout. It was clean, straight across the court. It was a tough pass. Not a very easy pass to make for a rookie.
Just because of some of my futures rooting interests last year, I would kind of prefer that Dyson Daniels has a poor season this year, just so I could be like, he shouldn't have won the award last year.
Yeah, I mean, I was not a fan of him winning that award, and I didn't agree with it. I think the contract he got makes sense. I think that's a very reasonable deal. Like, I like him moving forward. I just don't think he did what people thought he did last year. Defense was good.
Yeah, he's a very good defensive player. By the way, why did the Celtics take Hauser played 6 minutes? He made 5 threes. Why take him out to start the second quarter? Just keep running him.
Maybe ran out of gas, man. Tough to keep those flames moving, you know? Propane tank got low.
For the Nets, a lot of the early action, 5 points and assists for Cam Thomas in 2 minutes. Then you got Nick Claxton, 7 points and 3 boards in 2 minutes. I think for now, this is still the best game to have on.
Yeah, I think so. I don't feel like anything happens good for the Magic when I watch them. So
I think at 8 we'll put on the Kings game just because people are going to have a lot of exposure to Westbrook, and then at 8:30 the Pacers game.
oh yeah, they got to figure something else out. We need to figure something out to do during timeouts.
Yeah, the bar for entertainment can't be so low that giving away a free T-shirt means everybody loses their mind, like they're giving away diamonds in the stands.
Yeah, it's not good. We need to do around the horn during that time.
Yeah, I've never. You could buy one of those T-shirts for what, like $12 at the team shop, and that's only because they've been way marked up there. And
Probably.
people will fight each other in the stands over one of those T-shirts. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the other game. This game is not it. Not that this game is either, but it's marginally better than the other game. Anybody in chat need a VIP, by the way?
KDAV 40 yet?
Considering the Pistons have 36, probably not.
Oh, you never know if any of those guys have negatives. I wouldn't put it past them. Josh Frick says just read off fantasy scores during timeouts around the league. That's not a bad idea. Kind of do that. How are they able to make that pass? Some ugly basketball being played right here.
I would have felt better about Josh Minot if I knew he was going to have 2 steals and a block in 9 minutes.
I mean, I told you.
This is true.
You could have just asked me. I would have told you that he was going to do that.
Just going to fill it up with defensive stats. Yeah, I would have liked to have known that Minot was going to have 3 stocks in 9 minutes, and that Sam Hauser was going to hit 5 threes in 9 minutes.
I think that was all very obvious stuff.
By the way, VIP, Layla in chat, you have to be in playback to get the VIP. Can't hand them out to people who are watching on YouTube.
Couldn't play like this against Philly, could you, Orlando? I believed in you. You didn't believe in me. I even placed that bet on BetMGM. Oh, that's the Pistons court. Never mind. Thought it was more interesting. Thought there was some synergy there. There was not. Why DraftKings take away AD's center eligibility? Not a center, man. He's a small forward on this team. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's dumb that he should be so clearly a power forward center. It's insane.
What are his minutes allocations by position this year? I'll check NBA reference.
I mean, it's got to be like 90-10 center for this year so far, right? No Gafford yet. Minimal Lively.
I'm checking.
I'm guessing it's 90-10.
In favor of center?
Yeah.
I'm also kind of curious what lineups he's played in the most. All right, so the lineup he's played the most minutes in this year is Davis, Lively, Flagg, Thompson, PJ Washington. Just everybody playing the wrong positions.
Yeah. Whole damn team. All in the wrong spot. How many possessions, though? It's got to be pretty limited.
I mean, it's 24 minutes.
Yeah.
For the positional breakdown, it is 80% center minutes, 20% power forward minutes. So why
I didn't realize he played alongside Lively that much.
At least for the purposes of DFS, I'd much rather him have the power forward eligibility only than the center eligibility only.
Yeah. Yeah, much more helpful here.
It should be
much,
both,
much.
If it could only be one.
J-Rock, yes. I mean, you should at least look into it if you can.
Yeah, Josh talks about this all the time. There's a lot of time. Like I run it after. I don't necessarily upload all of them. I run it to see what changes. So like I ran a couple of late swaps when everything updated. It did, and then I did upload those lines, but very little changed for me. But it's always worth checking.
Yeah, you never know how if like people come in under or over owned in those previous games. That really has a big impact on like the output of what's coming out at that point. Is this what's happening here? Is this Polka? That's not.
Do you think it's just people who got lost?
That's not what I typically see Polka people looking like. I'm not familiar with this culture. I assume this is some sort of Spanish Halloween stuff. That kid don't seem happy. Like, who are these people? Because that's just some of these are just like random kiddos. I almost heard some of the shit they were saying there.
Sir Mackie Love Spy says aliens are coming. I'll take your
Yeah,
word
he
for it.
told us that in YouTube earlier today. I thought it was very interesting that if that message was getting out, he was telling us in our YouTube channel. That feels like not the best spot to try to disseminate that information. Like, surely there's more important places to bring that to.
I find that unlikely.
Yeah. They've already been here, by the way, but that's besides the point. I don't get the sense we're going to get into that.
Yeah. Mantis Toboggan in chat, Sam Cassell. Exactly. If that's not an alien, what is?
Yeah.
Wemby. Alien.
He really is. I wish they'd just destroy us already. It's the waiting I can't stand.
If we could put comments on the screen, I would absolutely put Fat Chewbacca's on the screen right there.
Well, you're in luck.
I did pin it.
Well, you did it wrong. How's that?
Oh, what did you press to do that?
The spotlight button?
I just pressed pin. Where's spotlight?
It's one that looks like a bell. Just hover over the message. It's right next to the cursing face.
Oh, I see. All right. Ironically, it does kind of look like an alien abduction thing from a cartoon.
It does kind of look like somebody got scooped up from the ground. Got a butt probe. As one does when aliens get you.
VIP for that too, for you, Chewbacca. Sam Hauser finally checked back in.
Gab Sports, not my god. I'd like to picture my god built like Sydney Sweeney. That's a way cooler god than Zion. And that evil ass
Wemby for
goatee
me.
that he's got. Yeah, that looks like a foul to me. Could be wrong though.
No other questions from Discord. Just a couple minutes left to go here. By the way, for the people who are calling Zion fat, that is dated material now. He is absolutely not fat this year.
Nah, he's a unit. It's a scary dude. We're watching way too much of this here. Holy hell. This is the most boring. Zapruder filming this random ass Desmond Bain foul. Come on now. Unnecessary. By the way, SMP, it probably is. Said if Zion is God, that makes the Cajun restaurant you see on the corner during Mardi Gras heaven. It is heaven. It is heaven. When you start eating crab claws and stuff, knock a couple hurricanes back, those places are heaven. Get some beignets. It's a good time. Good call on Duran over points, Josh. I'm going to assume he either has all of them or none of them at this point.
It's only one of two things. It's either a sarcastic comment or a real comment.
He's got 6 points in 11 minutes. He hasn't
the line?
taken a shot. Well, he doesn't have a field goal. He's 6 of 6 from the line.
As you predicted, most likely. What was the line on him?
12.5.
Okay. So it's funny. We were saying before that it's either really sarcastic or it's genuine. It's kind of. It looks okay right now. I would say more on the side of good for sure.
Yeah, it was 12.5. Yeah, I mean, 6 with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Like one more bucket and it's looking tasty. I also need Cade's under an assist, and that is not off to a great start. He's got 4. And unfortunately, if Jalen Duren starts scoring buckets, I got a sneaky suspicion Cade's on the other end.
By the way, if you guys are not following us on Playback, go ahead and do that. You can follow our Playback channel. If you download the app and you turn on notifications, you see whenever it is that we're live. Also, do you know which channel has the most viewers on Playback right now? These guys. Nobody has more viewers than us right now.
I was going to guess Gilbert Arenas.
No. Please. It's us.
We are pretty dope. That's for sure. Just imagine how many viewers we'd have if your camera and microphone worked.
Probably slightly less.
I got an Instagram filter on right now.
It's the it's not a. I don't know. It's just the webcam from the computer.
Yeah. Charles Moran says, I'm listening on YouTube and watching on Playback. I mean, I appreciate the double views. That seems inefficient.
I'm good for it.
Yeah, I hope everybody does that. Oh, 25-point basket, Rock and Jock style. We're getting closer to 40. I thought I was betting on him to have 40 against the Magic in the whole year.
Hey, he's up to 11 right now. It's not bad.
Silly me. Well, there's 5 minutes left in the second quarter. It is bad. Wet. All right, that's going to do it for me.
All right, guys. Thank you all very much for hanging out. Let's go to Kings Bulls. Yeah?
Kings Bulls.
Kings Bulls. I'm going to go grab dinner, and then I'll hang out with you guys in chat for the rest of the night. So I'll see you in a bit.
There you go.
Have a good night, guys.